What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my 37-week pregnancy update. As I'm filming this, I mentioned in my last video, my 36-week update, that I'm going to be kind of late with filming and with editing and uploading all of the videos. I'm 38 weeks pregnant as I'm filming this. Obviously I want to film them at the very end of the week so I can get all of the changes and the symptoms and everything that I've been experiencing. Why am I out of breath? This just happens when you're this pregnant. So anyway, my 36-week update will obviously be uploaded first, and then this one, but I might just be a week or two behind uploading. Let's just jump into the video so it doesn't get too long because I tend to ramble, as you all already know. So week 37, he was the size of a honeydew melon. Some things, I upload my weekly updates to my Instagram. So if you follow them, I'll put like the video that I upload. I usually do like this kind of like, I don't know if you guys can see, I usually do videos for each week so you guys can see my belly like in, not in photos, where obviously it looks pretty much the same, but like, you know, videos are just a lot different. So at 37 weeks, I feel like I grew a lot already from 36 to 37 weeks, and then like every week I feel like I just grow and grow and grow, and my belly is just like ginormous now. So basically he was the size of a honeydew melon, and he's likely over 6 pounds and about 19 inches at week 37. His reflexes are strong and he continues to breathe amniotic fluid to get those lungs more developed. And basically all he needs to do at week 37 is to pack on more body fat. That's pretty much 37 weeks. And then of course I have my notes. So if you see me looking at my phone, that's why. The first symptom that I noticed was, this has actually been happening for a couple weeks. I don't know if this is normal or what. I assume it's normal just from my uterus stretching, but the very top of my abdomen, like right here, like right under my boobs basically, was like so sore to the point where like when I touch it that it's just like tender, you know what I mean? Like it's not painful, it's just like sore, if that even makes sense. So a lot of times if I'm doing like cat-cow or something, it kind of hurts to stretch it out. It actually feels a lot better now. I wonder if it's because he dropped a little bit more. They say that once they drop, you feel like you could eat more and like fit more food in your belly because he's not squishing up on the stomach as much. So maybe that's why. Maybe he's just a little bit lower now. But last week it was still really sore and tender. It's a little bit sore and tender still. Like when I touch it right here, like just going like this, it's just like sore. That's like the best way to explain it. Like it almost feels like I have a sunburn or something. Yeah, I think that's the best way to explain it. Like it feels like I have a sunburn. So like underwire bras are really uncomfortable. Like right now I'm wearing one and I can't wait to rip it off and put on my gym clothes. That's why I pretty much just live in gym clothes and I have no maternity clothes. So everything is just getting really uncomfortable now, especially all my clothes, because I feel like my belly is just growing daily and I have no maternity pants. So I don't know. I was at Target the other day and I was going to buy a pair of maternity pants, but they were like $35 and I was like, it's so funny. Like I'll spend that much money on food in like a heartbeat, but I'm like, I have 14 days left. Like I could wear them a lot, but I don't know. I haven't bought maternity clothes my entire pregnancy. So I'm like, why would I buy them like the last 2 weeks? The second one that I noticed, which was actually kind of exciting, is lightning. So if you don't know of lightning, some people call it lightning crotch, but basically the normal term for it is just lightning. And it's basically like you feel this sharp sensation in your vagina. It feels like a lightning strike in your vagina, and it's basically due to the baby moving down more into your pelvis. It really just feels like a little like ding of like, whoa, like it's not painful at all, and it's not like, it's just kind of weird, if that makes sense. Like I don't even know how to explain it, but I felt it a lot. I'll just be like sitting on the couch or something, and I'll feel like ding, or like just really randomly throughout the day. So I mean that was kind of exciting because I'm like, oh good, he's moving down. I also feel like my belly dropped a little bit. We'll see. I don't know, sometimes I'm like, did it drop? And then some people are like, yeah, and then other people are like, nah. But I think it did drop a little bit because it feels a little bit lower, but my belly's also a lot bigger now. I feel like since it wasn't that big, like it was really hard to tell where he was even positioned. I still feel him kicking pretty high up, but again, he's like 20 inches long, so you really just never know. Two kind of strange symptoms that I was having this week was nausea and a really weird appetite. So if you guys know, my first trimester, I was extremely sick. Like, I could not get out of bed most days. It was really bad. And my nausea was all day, and it was like, I felt extremely hungover. It was like, honestly, so awful. Like, I do not miss that part of pregnancy at all. But it's like my nausea hasn't been that bad, but I'll get nauseous a lot. Like if I haven't eaten in a while, or if I'm in the car, I get car sick really easily. And I've just been kind of like nauseous and like feeling weird. And my appetite has been really weird too lately. Like I think I mentioned in my last video, like, I don't know, like the whole second trimester, all my normal food sounded great, but like now it's kind of like, I'm back to being like, I don't know what I want. Like I've had no weird cravings this entire pregnancy. I really have not had any cravings to like, I always hear of pregnant people like, oh, I need this like now, or like if I don't get this now, I'm gonna like die. I haven't had that at all. Like I have barely had it been like, oh, I'm craving this. Like, I don't know. Like sometimes I'm like, okay, that sounds good. Like that sounds good, but I haven't really had any cravings. And if I have, they're just very like mild, but like if I don't get it, I'm not gonna like die. So I don't know. But my appetite has been really weird to like the point where I feel like I'm almost like back in the first, not as bad as the first trimester. The first trimester, like everything was an aversion. I only wanted soup and bread and like yogurt. That was like literally all I could eat was like soup and bread, which is why I don't know how I gained 10 pounds in the first trimester, but you know. So now I feel like I'm kind of like back to that. Like I only want like super simple stuff like toast, yogurt, like cereal, carbs, fruit, like things like that. I'm still eating like normally, like I'm still eating vegetables and like my big salads. Like I haven't been turned off to them, but like a lot of times like just nothing sounds good if that even makes sense. Like I don't even know. Like I just like don't have much of an appetite to where I'm like, oh yeah, I want this and this and this, but like I can pretty much eat anything, if that makes sense. It's just, I don't know, it's really weird. But I also felt like sometimes I have like no appetite to where like, especially in the mornings, like I'm not hungry at all in the mornings, but then I also feel like my appetite has increased a little bit to like where I'm like hungry more often. And I don't know if that's because baby has dropped as well, in that like I have more room, like he's not pushing up against my stomach and squeezing it. Maybe that's why. But yeah, I feel like I'm hungry more often and I can fit more food in, but like at the same time, a lot of times I'm like not hungry, nothing sounds good. So it's like just a really weird mix of an appetite dilemma. So another thing that I noticed was I started to get the line down my belly. It's very, very light, and I'm not going to show you guys because I'm wearing a dress right now. But I think it's called linea nigra? I don't know. Anyway, like the image that it shows on here is it looks like this. It's really just like it's not going to autofocus. It's literally just like a darker line down the middle of your belly, and it like kind of goes through your belly button. I have it very, very lightly. I have no stretch marks on my belly at all, which is good. It's just like pretty veiny, and I do have that, like I'm starting to get that line, but it's like so light. But I just did notice that it was there a little bit. No idea. I was just trying to find out why you get it, but I have no idea why you get it. But I did notice that. So the worst symptom that I noticed this week, it actually started a couple weeks ago, but it was like really, really, really bad last week, or at week 37. Sorry, I'm like 38 weeks now, so I'm like, I think of everything as last week. But so it was really bad last week, and basically it was that my pubic bones are in so much pain. So at first I thought it was symphysis pubic. There's a thing called SPD, which is symphysis pubic dysfunction, which it's like where your pubic bones are like not aligned or something, or they're like, I don't even know exactly what it is. But then I saw someone, I'm in like pregnancy forums and like mommy forums and whatever, and I saw someone mention something called PGP, which is pelvic girdle pain. And I'm pretty sure that's more of what I have. So some of the symptoms with that is like, it hurts to stand up or sit down. It hurts to walk. It hurts to like lift your leg, like putting on pants. So like those three things are like the main three things that I feel. So I think that's pretty much what I've been dealing with, and really the only way to get rid of it is to give birth and have the baby. So it's just like, I assume it's because, you know, my pelvis is trying to get ready for birth, because obviously a baby's gonna come through there. So like you know, your body kind of shifts in different phases of pregnancy, obviously, like just how your uterus grows on its own. The relaxin hormone is like pretty much surging through my body, probably which literally does exactly what it's called. It relaxes your body and your muscles and everything like that to get ready for childbirth, so that everything is like loose and open and just makes it easier for you to push a baby through your vagina. So I'm pretty sure that's what I'm dealing with, and it's weird because I can be squatting at the gym and be fine. I can be like lifting weights, I'm fine. But it's like walking, or like if I'm sitting for a long time, or even if we're like out to dinner and I'm like, or at home at dinner and we're sitting down, I get up to go to the bathroom, like it hurts so bad just to walk to the bathroom from like getting up, and then it hurts to sit down. And it really, really hurts to like put on pants and like put on my underwear, it's just really strange and really annoying. But it's just like a pain. Like, I don't know, it's like painful, but it's not like, I wouldn't explain it as like I'm in so much pain. Like, it's painful, but it's more just like uncomfortable and like restricting like my movements, you know? So it's not like awful, but it's just extremely annoying. And I assume it's PGP, and basically I just have to wait until I give birth. But then the last symptom that I noticed was that like so I've been, as you guys know, I've been having a really active pregnancy. I've been going to the gym like almost every day. I'll have like at least one rest day, sometimes 2 rest days. But like lately I've been having a little bit more. Basically when I go to the gym, like everything feels extremely heavy. Like I felt like this in the beginning of my pregnancy, and then I kind of like got a little bit stronger in the second trimester, but I feel like I'm kind of like backtracking again. So, and again, I assume it's because of the relaxin hormone, which goes through your body when you're about to give birth. Well, it kind of goes through your body throughout the whole time, but especially when you're really close to being in labor. But like everything's really heavy, so I've been lifting lighter weights, and they feel just as heavy as like the heavier weights that I used to be lifting a couple weeks ago. And then like I also feel like I'm really sore too. Like I went to the gym yesterday and like I did upper body, and my whole back is so sore, and like I feel like I didn't even really push myself or like go super hard, you know what I mean? So I've just been really listening to my body, and like just taking rest days when I need it, and taking more rest days. And a lot of times in the second trimester and like pre-pregnancy, I would usually go to the gym for like cardio and stuff on like my off days, but I've just been like, no. So like my off days are like my off days, and I just like sit at home and like chill, you know, which is fine because obviously I'm super close to giving birth. So, and yeah, like I said, I've just been listening to my body, and my body's just been super sore. I got a massage about 3 weeks ago. I'll probably schedule one for next week again, just because like I feel like my body hurts. Like everything just hurts. And I saw a meme where it was like, 3rd trimester of pregnancy, everything hurts and I'm dying. And I'm like, that's kind of true. Like I really have not had a terrible, like I really cannot complain. Except for the 1st trimester, I can complain about that. But other than that, my belly's been super small for the most part until this last part, or this last month really. And I've been lucky to have a super active pregnancy, a super fit pregnancy, no complications. Like my doctors are always like, you have such a boring pregnancy, which is good, but it's boring. Like there's nothing going on. It's just your baby's growing and you're going to give birth. That's it. So, and yeah, those are really all of the symptoms and changes that I've noticed at 37 weeks. Baby, I think I mentioned in the last one where I was super paranoid about like kick counts and stuff. So baby was actually extremely active this last week too at week 37. And I'll insert a clip of something I put on my Instagram story where he was literally like, I have never seen the movements this big, which obviously he's big now. He's like 7 pounds or something, you know, more or less, whatever. But like to the point where like yesterday he was crazy. Yesterday I was 37 weeks and 6 days, but he, like, my whole belly was just like moving the whole time, and like I would feel his like body and like, or like some body part like sticking out. Like, it was super hard. It's just like such a weird, crazy feeling, but super cool. So yeah, that is my 37-week update. Stay tuned for the nursery tour, because it's literally completely done. Like, I could probably film it today or tomorrow, whenever. And then my hospital bag will come soon too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.